Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1 month chart. We're sitting here just above 50 cents. But we're still in that 50 to 55 cent range. And right now we're dipping with the rest of the market. No real price movement either way yet. You know, we drop literally like a penny and people act like the sky is falling on XRP. You know, we are at a time now where we're just waiting for it to happen. We know it's coming and the wait has been very long and we're all frustrated. But the second it happens, all that excitement is going to come rushing in. And that's what we're all waiting for. Now, yesterday, I made a video and I said, Ripple and Hedera, big news. And people said, look, clickbait once again. You know, I want you to not be so nearsighted when it comes to crypto. You got to look beyond what's happening right now. So this had to do with the DREC Alliance, and there's a little bit of irony in here as well. You know what's ironic is that you have Algo, Ripple, Constellation, Casper, and HBAR all coming together inside of DREC Alliance. It just so happens that these same cryptocurrencies are going to be part of the new financial system. Casper is definitely going to be ISO compliant. What tells me that is its partnership with IBM. That's all I need to know about Casper, because IBM is going to be at the heart of the new financial system. DAG as well. Look at DAG's partnerships with the US government. And plus, it's a data powerhouse. But I look beyond just this. What I see here is the possibility of maybe Ripple collaborating with Hedera on something else that's even much bigger. Or maybe Ripple and Algorand will work together. Or maybe DAG and Algorand will work together. You see what I'm saying? When I see something like this, I think of the possibilities beyond this. And that's the way I look at crypto all the time. Because we've seen it happen so many times in the past. All of a sudden, Lehman Baird and Brad Garlinghouse sit together. They start talking. And before you know it, they work on some massive project. And that could happen between any of these crypto networks. Because they're not fighting each other. They are working side by side with each other. This comes from Smoke, as discussed below by Coinbase Asset Management. Even though we are in a new bull market, retail investors are still traumatized from the previous bear market, leaving them in a constant state of what could go wrong mentally. Markets aren't wrong, opinions are. I always tell you, stop thinking like a retail investor. Think like an institutional investor. You know, institutional investors, they will wait the market out because they already know what's coming. Retail is so quick to sell once the market turns red. You know how you make it through the dips? By knowing what you hold. By having patience to make it through it so you can get to the finish line. Markets aren't wrong, opinions are. Acting on opinions, investors are forced to adjust to market realities. Now, here's the problem that I see also, is people will take something that someone said and they'll spin it. It could be something that Brad said or David Schwartz said, and they will spin it and they will add to that statement. And then they'll hype it up. And a lot of people expect something big to come from it. But then it doesn't happen. And then right away, they're left with even more disappointment. That's why I tend to not hype things up so much. I like to wait and see how it all plays out. This way, you are not left with disappointment. If you wait for the price to decide an opinion, you've almost surely waited too long. Engage in the details. That's where the opinions are tested, long before price. regulated incubators are built precisely for that purpose. It let the Hong Kong Monetary Authority to provide guidance on the tokenization of real-world assets. It also encouraged adoption by larger organizations like the United Nations, who have been testing crypto rails for more than 5 years. It works. And, you know, look at the rails Ripple has in place all around the world. And if they're not Ripple rails directly, there's partners of Ripple connecting rails to Ripple's rails, connecting this country to Ripple's technology, where later XRP will go live on all of those rails. That's why it's important to know what you hold. SBI VC announced plans to become a validator on the XRP ledger. The crypto exchange plans to achieve XRP validator status by operating XRP nodes. This is very big news as well. So SBI VC, a foremost cryptocurrency exchange operator in Japan, has announced that it will begin operating nodes as a validator on the ledger from May 10, 2024. According to the exchange, they aim to run a stable operation and achieve recognition by the XRP ledger community. SBI VC highlighted earning a validator status will enable its inclusion in the list of trusted validators recommended by the XRP Ledger Foundation in the future. That's also very big as well. And we know who SBI is working with. XRP and XDC will work hand in hand. There's an XDCE, which is the Ether side of the XinFin network, for smart contracts and billing and bills of lading internally created on the XinFin network. And when you look at this right here, you see R3, then you see SBI and SBI Ripple Asia, and they're also working with XDC. XRP and XDC will also run side by side in the future. And XDC is going to be an absolute powerhouse. Wait until digital trade continues to evolve. It will add value to XDC over time. This also comes from Smoke, evidence that XRP will be covered under MiCA. MiCA's crypto asset regulation will cover utility tokens. According to McKinsey sources cited below, XRP is a utility token. So you see it right here. MiCA, crypto asset issuer, smart stablecoins, crypto asset service provider. They also list Bitcoin here, other crypto assets. The problem is that MiCA is not it's gonna push Bitcoin to the back end. It's going to focus more towards utility. I don't think Bitcoin's going to die. It's just going to lose substance. In other words, it's going to lose momentum. Less people will want to invest in it in the future as utility takes over this market. Because the utility cryptocurrencies are running on actual use case, and that's game changing to me. And once again, we see here from Cyprus how MiCA and European digital regulation are paving the way for institutional adoption. And Ripple actually put it on their website as well. But this MiCA is going to be adopted worldwide. Every single country is going to go with these type of regulations, because regulations cannot differ from country to country, or cross-border payments won't work. Take a listen to Brad Garlinghouse talking about a possible Blackswan event.
That FTX and Binance were the two most important, most influential, and probably SBF and CZ were the two most important players in crypto. Now you've got one definitively in jail, one, I guess, potentially headed to jail. And, you know, I bring this up in context of Black Swans is like, it's hard to know. But on the positive, think about the freaking resilience of this industry and market that 2 years ago, somebody who I thought I knew a lot about what's going on in crypto, I would have said these are the two most important companies. The CEOs are the two most important companies now. either are in jail or I think headed there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in some ways, I mean, the CZ stuff I'm less close to, and so I don't know as many details. But look, the resilience of the market, that should give us immense optimism.
Yes.
About what's coming. Do I think there's gonna be another black swan? Of course, 100%. I just don't know exactly what it is. The only one that's gonna be an interesting one to watch, and I don't even know how he calls a black swan, because I feel like black swan by definition can't really be, it's like
predicted.
Oh, didn't see that happening.
Yeah.
The US government is going after Tether. That is clear to me. I view Tether as a very important part of the ecosystem, and I don't know how to predict
the impact that will have on.
So we don't know what the impact is going to be, but Brad Garlinghouse thinks we will definitely see a black swan event. He said it's going to happen 100%. And when he talked like this goes beyond just Tether, though. He says being Ripple CEO is lonely. During the conversation, the Ripple CEO recalls that he was exposed to Bitcoin around 2012. However, he was skeptical of the idea that the cryptocurrency could replace banks. This is why Ripple's approach, which aimed to combine traditional finance with cryptocurrencies, made more sense to him. You know why Bitcoin won't be adopted by the banks? Because you can't work with Bitcoin. It doesn't solve the bank's problem. That's why Ripple created XRP. XRP solves the problem. Everybody wants the same thing: fast, cheap, and secure. And that's what XRP offers. He goes on to say that he had an opportunity to work at ride-sharing giant Uber, but he realized that this was not going to change his life in a meaningful way. At that point, he was willing to take risk. While communicating with Ripple co-founder Chris Larsen, Garlinghouse became intrigued by the audacious concept of the Internet of Value, as well as the potential use cases for the XRP token. Now look at how emotional Brad got talking about the case coming from the SEC. At the same time, Garlinghouse, who was promoted to the CEO of Ripple back in 2016, admits that he feels lonely at the helm of the company since he does not have peers like he did at Yahoo. Garlinghouse admitted that getting sued by the US SEC marked a pretty dark time for Ripple. He stressed that Ripple's employees felt like they were part of the mission, since the company was transparent about the developments in the legal battles. It brought us together, he added. Brad said he actually broke down crying once the SEC sued Ripple. And you know, that shows you that his heart is in Ripple. His heart is also in XRP, the cryptocurrency that we hold. That's why I'm not worried about where we go from here. I know XRP is going to succeed. We now have legal clarity for this cryptocurrency. It's just about when it's going to make us rich. That's what everybody that holds XRP is focused on. When is it going to happen? But nobody knows for sure when that's going to happen. But I think it's going to come out of nowhere when it does. It's just going to be one of those days you wake up and XRP is skyrocketing in price. As the dollar falters, gold becomes insurance, not speculation. You know, there's more people rushing to buy gold. There's people moving their money from the banks, putting it in gold and silver as well. And if they don't like gold or silver, guess where they put their money? In crypto. I think we're going to see a lot of new investors coming to crypto because I already see it on X. People DM me all kinds of questions. I'm new to crypto. This is my biggest worry. How long is it going to take for these cryptocurrencies to take off? But there's no real answer to that yet. We know it's coming. It's going to happen this year. We know alt season is eventually going to begin, but you can't put a day on it. Everybody wants to know the day it's going to happen. It's going to happen when you least expect it. And this is how bad things are actually getting. McDonald's to offer a $5 meal in attempt to win back customers who have been priced out. When you're priced out of McDonald's, there is a problem. And yet people still don't realize that the US, they're rushing to the bottom. This economy is tanking, and it's going to continue to tank out because it's happening on purpose. And that's the biggest reason to get invested into crypto. I tell people that all the time. You know, you see inflation raging. How are you going to hedge against it? By keeping your money in a savings account? No, you got to put that money to work for you. Where's the best place to put it? In crypto. The gains are coming this year. You know, I've been holding XRP almost 6 years now. You know, during that time, I learned so many things. The biggest thing I learned is patience. And I've gathered the patience of a saint over time. But beyond that, I learned to look beyond the price. And that's the biggest problem people have. They can't look beyond the price to see the much bigger picture. Once you see it, there's no going back. Nothing can shake you out of your XRP. Once you see what it's built to do, once you see how it's all coming together right now. But until it happens, you gotta stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.